Hello everybody, this is Ahmed. Today I'm gonna show you a part of the project Dazel. So I started to create a scene to represent a part of a zoo. So I picked the rhino as my animal and I created some pumpkins, and here's that cube represent the player. So basically what we have over here is that the rhino is gonna keep moving his head, represent that he's eating the pumpkins, and when the player enter its range, the rhino is gonna start chasing him, and the player can also collect all the pumpkins during that chase, as you can see over here. So for that scene we have two scripts. So we have the pumpkin script and we have the chase script. So basically the chase script has some game objects to reference the player and the rhino and the head of the rhino. We also have some public floats to present the target distance and the allowed distance and the chase speed, and we have the minimum distance. We also have that float that represent the head move timer for moving the head of the rhino and the max head move timer. And we also had a public integer to reference the head move count. So let's start first with the main function, which is the void chase. So in that function we use the raycast to make the rhino turn around and face the player wherever he is. So using the raycast and the vector tree, the rhino is gonna look forward towards the player, and the output of that is gonna be follow. So the player, or the rhino, I'm sorry, is gonna follow the player. And we have over here the chase speed, that is going to be responsible to move the rhino towards the player, and that function is going to be called over here in the void on trigger stay. So as long as the player is inside the box collider, the chase function is going to be called, and only the player. So we are using the tag to represent the player over here. Now let's go to the head move. So we are using the head move timer and the time.delta time to rotate or spin the head on the x-axis with 0.3. And let's see the other script, which is very simple. So it's the on trigger enter. That means that when the player enter the box collider, is going to be a trigger. When that happens, only the player destroy the pumpkin. So the pumpkin is not going to be there anymore. Now let's see the Trello cards. So we have the NPC template for the rhino. So the rhino basically is gonna start eating the pumpkins while moving his head up and down. This is one of the states, and the other state is that the rhino is gonna start following or chasing the player when he enters its range. And we have two speeds over here. So during the chase the speed is going to be 20, and during eating the pumpkins the speed is going to be 0, so it's not going to be moving. And here's the concept art of the rhino. Let's also see the NPC tool, which is the pumpkin. So the pumpkin is going to be placed randomly all over the scene with different colors and different size. And the other state of the pumpkin is that the player can collect them when collides. And we have two kinds of pumpkins, the orange and the dark orange, with two different size and two different mass. So the more or the bigger it is, it's gonna have bigger mass. And here is the concept art of the pumpkin. So let's see the steps that I followed to create that scene or to create the rhino. So first of all, we created the game object and shape it like the rhino, and create the materials and create the movement script and the chase script, which is responsible for making the rhino follow the player. And we also created a prefab for that rhino, so we can place it anywhere or in any scene. We don't need to recreate it from the beginning. And we also did the same for the tool. We created the prefab and the materials, and we created the script for destroying that pumpkin when it collides with the player. And that's it. Thank you.